Hey everyone, quick update for the week ending Friday, January 16th. Hope everyone had a good week of trading. Quick recap of the markets. S&P hit a new all-time high on Tuesday, on the futures anyway. I think that was pre-market. I think SPX hit it Monday, but anyway, futures got up to 7036.25 before a little sell-off and sideways action. NASDAQ, pretty similar action, except it still has not gotten back up to its all-time high that it hit on October 30th. Russell, small caps have been the strongest for sure. Russell hit a new all-time high, keeps hitting new all-time highs. Hit another one today of 2705. And the Dow, pretty similar to the NASDAQ and the S&P. Gold ticked a new all-time high on Wednesday, 46.50, before selling off a little bit the last couple days. Same with silver. Hit a new all-time high yesterday of 93.72 an ounce. Then sold off, and then sold off a little bit more today. 10-year yield, a little bounce the last couple days to finish up, currently at 4.23. Oil up early in the week, down the last couple days with some Iran news, settled in at 59.22 per barrel. Natural gas continues its slide downward. Corn, there's an announcement on Monday where corn had a big 5.5% drop due to higher than expected yields in the crops. So that sent the supply up a lot higher than expected. So big drop in corn. Euro continues to show weakness versus the US dollar, and the pound not as bad as the euro, but a little bit weaker as well. And then Bitcoin settled in a little over 95,000. Did get up to over 98,000 on Wednesday, and then a little bit of a sell-off these last couple days. And then VIX spiked on Wednesday above 18, back down to 15.86 at the close. All right, so as far as my trades go, just a small green
Order
week
canceled
for me. Just like plus 1,500 on the week. On my 0 DTE, my price action iron condors had a good week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 price action iron condors. Just 2 of those were losers. And this one here on the yesterday, that was really kind of a suspect entry. I probably shouldn't have done that. I forced that one. And then the one today, I took the profit target off and decided to let it go to the bell. It was up as much as 80% and then ended up closing out of range for a little loss. But so easily could have had 100% win rate on those, but plus 2,700. Did a discretionary RIC
Order
yesterday
canceled
for plus 2,500. Did a couple WUGAs this week, minus 720. Net plus 45.63 in that category for the week. My BIX made a little bit back after the atrocious first start to the first week of the month, but plus 943. Wednesday was a rough day. Every other day was green this week. Mahomes had 2 losers, 4 winners, plus 812. No transformers this week. Calendar spreads. Had a 3-4 put calendar that was a small scratch win. 6-7 put calendar today was a loser. And then had a couple of OPEX calendars, plus 274 and plus 1203. So plus 873 on the week for calendars. And then the wheel. Okay, so here's how I'm going to report on the wheel, because it just doesn't make sense to try to report weekly profits or losses. But what I'm going to do is just have an ongoing deal just from the beginning when I started. So anytime I do any transaction, any type of closing transaction or roll, I'll post the realized P&L, and then I'll just do a screenshot of open. So rolled some puts in silver, so locked in a realized profit of 382, and then I don't know what I was thinking here. I shouldn't have done this, but I ended up rolling up some calls for a debit, so locked in a negative on that one. So net realized minus 185, and then current open profits plus 771. And I'll just continue to do this since the start and just kind of do it, over the course of the year, really. Other did a TSM bullish earnings fly, book 660 on that one. And then the category that hurt me this week was my day trades, minus 6,300. If I go to my TradeZilla here, you can see for the month, I'm basically at a scratch now. Basically gave everything back. This week gave everything back that I made last week. So I'm kind of at about a scratch for the month. Really my focus here is, I've got about a 50% win rate. I want that up as well. But really what it comes down to is just cutting my losses a little quick. I need to have my wins be closer to 2-to-1 on my losses, and so that's kind of what my focus is going to be going forward. So anyway, about 1,500 net for the week with all the different categories, and then so that's it. As far as next week goes, don't forget we have a holiday Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so market is closed. Tuesday, not really much. The World Economic Forum meetings start. President Trump speaks pre-market on Wednesday. Core PCE and final GDP on Thursday pre-market. PMI on Friday pre-market. So that's what we've going on. And then we've got some earnings coming. So a lot of banks earnings this week, and then we'll be getting into some more tech here over the next several weeks. So look forward to that. Alrighty, everyone have a good, long, safe weekend. Be back at it Tuesday. Have a good one.